So I just want to talk about abundance. So, before we get started, of course, thank you for watching. Hi, I'm Quez. It's nice to meet you. But I usually just like to talk about random stuff. If you've never seen a video of me, I just watch random stuff, talk about random stuff. But I try to bring insight and deep reflection towards it. So let's talk about a topic that kind of just came across to me, but it's not really new. It's just something that just kind of came to me. So abundance. Abundance is basically having enough. You're not limited, but you're unlimited to the opportunities that you do have. Opposite of the scarcity mindset, which you're in doubt and fear of what you don't have, and you're in constant competition with the people around you that have things that you simply don't have, and maybe you want them. Abundance brings that insight to where it's like, yeah, I don't have that, but I have this, and I can make something with this. So an example, and this is just a personal one for me, I want a camera setup. I want a full recording setup for my content creation and all these things, but I don't have the money for it, honestly. My bills are very, very tight with the amount of income I make, so I have to kind of just make with what I got, and what I got, honestly, is a phone that can record. I may not have a designated desk or area where I designatedly make content, but I know that in the future will come. But as of right now, I'm being abundant to what I do have, which is a camera. I have me, which brings the information, and I have the social media platforms to display it. So where'd this come from? So if you're not familiar with numerology, before we get into that topic, I don't completely diverge my life into certain aspects that seem kind of rigid. So astrology, where I'm a Leo, so I'm known as this, that. I'm charming, I'm warm, I'm the sun of the room, I'm the spotlight, I'm in desperate need for attention. All these things, I use them for information, but I don't take them to word for word, period for period, meaning I don't apply every single thing I get from it to my day-to-day life. I use it in a sense of guidance, a little bit of guidance. If you ever into the world of creativity, where you're creating something that does not exist, it can be very difficult to guide yourself through that, and not only guide yourself through that, but find the information and make the tactics for that. You're making something that doesn't exist. So for me, in numerology, I'm a life path 8, and apparently a life path 8 is a powerhouse. It deals with karma, as the 8 goes all the way around and backs up. It's a constant flow, and whatever comes up must come back down. And I do believe my life is very karmic. I feel like I can't do very much bad, because it does come to bite me in the ass somewhere. So I'm very mindful about how I display myself, how I give off energy, and how I put boundaries around where I can't go because of who I am and who or wherever the environment is. So for me, abundance is all around me, and as of right now, I'm not super famous, I'm not super well known, am not some genius, some creative genius, but I do have the mindset that I'm capable of doing exactly what I'm not. And, I want to be a creative, expressive person. I want to allow my expressions to give meaning towards someone else and bring help or care to that person, people, communities, as far as it goes. And a life path 8, it seems, is that I care genuinely more about income and money than anything else. How do I apply that to my life? Well, I mean, all the things I do want an income for, and it's not to be money greedy, but it's for me to be able to live completely freely in the way that I can, take a trip when I feel like it and don't have to, calculate all the money steps I have to take in order to do that. I can just simply go on a trip if I feel it's so comfortable and do it. Or give money to a family, a relative, a close one that, is in need of it, and I'm able and capable to afford it. I want to be able to share the abundance that I have, and how this applies to me and how I want it to apply to you is that when you're in constant competition with other people and you're in constant competition with the things that you don't have, you're in an endless cycle of, I got it, but there's something else I don't have, so I must get it. And then you go back up. I got it, but someone else has something I don't have, so I need to get that. To the point where you will fatigue yourself to dark and depressive state. I've been in this loop before where it wasn't necessarily competition with other people, but it was competition with myself. And where that came from was just that I never felt like I was doing enough. I go to college. I work 2 jobs. I'm a father. I'm a brother. I'm a son. I create videos when I can. I write when I can, and just writing in general. I read when I can. I'm athletic. I tend to stick into the bodybuilding world, and I want to be more into sometime getting into a martial arts of some sort. And I have all these things that I want, and I know that it takes okay, sorry about that, phone kind of overheated. But as I was saying, it takes to give, and all these things that I want to do, I know I have to give up time, energy, effort, and money. And in the state of where I am and who I am happy with where I am, who I am, and how I'm kind of fluctuating through time, and how I'm really starting to grasp a better, abundant mindset of things, because I'm happy with what I got. And a lesson I want people just to have is that it may seem like you don't have something, and it seems like you don't have much, and it seems like, you're crumbling under, you're about to collapse under this structure that you have built up and everything. But a lot of us aren't very happy with where we're at and what we're doing. And this is where a lot of our problems come from, is because we get hateful towards the people that have things that we don't have, instead of being insightful and grateful of what we do have, and taking time to learn, taking positive aspects of things and giving that to other people. You can learn from other people that have things that you don't have, and you realize why you don't have them. I know I don't have tons and tons of money because I'm just in the beginning stage of my life. I've just started to really grasp on who I am and what I do and who I want to be and what I aspire to be. And it takes that first in order for you to find the people that inspire you to get more from what you want. And it's not that you're depleted on that more, but we know how the brain works. Dopamine works. It's a constant cycle of you get this, but you crave more, and not in a fiendish way, but once you reach a horizon, you realize that that's not it. That's not all. There's more to grasp. There's more to conquer. You don't know a lot, but what you do know is a lot. And I'm in the stage of my life, I'm in the beginning stages of really grasping that abundance. I don't have, the setup I want. I don't have the environment I want. I don't have the home that I want. My people aren't in the space that I want them to be in. And it's not that it's something that I need to accomplish. I need to get myself in a place where I am comfortable. I need to get my people in places and things where they're comfortable. I need to give my family, my daughter, all these things that honestly I'd never got. I'm developing, but I never got. And so I'm, there. My daughter is teaching me a lot about, these type of things. And it's really funny how someone so much younger than you can teach you so much. But she's really showing me that the littlest things really do matter. They really do matter. She gets excited over, just the smallest toys. She gets excited over just meeting people. Happy. She's just happy just at least seeing someone. And for me, I have so many filters, I have so many specifications that I don't get that same pleasure. And my daughter teaches me that what you get is enough. What you get is enough. There's a research on dogs where dogs are so grounded and so simple. They get so excited when just from you walking through the door, and they don't think of anything else. They don't think of the bad times, the good times, or the worst times. They only think about the exact moment right now, you walking through the door, and they're happy. They're excited that you're there. My friend is here. My bestest friend. My caretaker. And maybe that's why we love them so much. But for a people aspect, just be happier with the smallest things you got. Whatever you have in your grasp, whatever you can grab, whatever you can get right now, find the opportunities to explore those. Find the opportunities to expand on it. A piece of paper and a pen is a lot. You can do a lot with a piece of paper and a pen. You could write out a business plan. You could write out your story. You could write out a business plan. You could write out anything. So, point is, be happier with the smaller things, because the smaller things really do matter most. As much as the bigger things seem like they would give you that happiness, the new car, the new mansion you may have bought, the helicopter you may want, just really big things. They are good things to aspire to get. However, understand that once you get it, it is not over. And that's not it. And I know that once I accumulate my wealth, a lot of my problems will disappear. However, that doesn't mean all my problems will disappear. The only thing I want money for is so that I don't have to deal with thinking about money anymore. And I can start dealing with real problems. I want to deal with real life issues, from me to my family to my community and eventually the world. But it all takes time. And time and patience intertwine with that abundance like sugar and cake. You gotta take your time. As much as you may think that you gotta get this done now, taking your time is really what's gonna give you exactly what you want the whole time. And trust me, your wants and desires are very dear and truthful to you. And cherish that. Don't underestimate what you want, and don't think it's selfish to make your goals around that. It's not selfish to be exactly who you were meant to be. It's not selfish to put aside something that you know doesn't align with you anymore, and you found something greater. It's not selfish at all. And in fact, that it's a duty for you. It's a duty to you spiritually, beyond your own physical and mental spaces. It's a duty for you to service more than just yourself. Because once you service yourself, you'll realize that it's all meaningless when you have no one else there with you. And that's the beauty of it all, is the people around you and what you can give to them. So, if you can take anything from this video, be abundant. Take what you have and make something with it. And be patient with it. You will not have fun the first 10 times you have meditation practices. You will not have fun. I can guarantee you it. The first 10 minutes of it is excruciating. Even as someone that's been meditating for almost a year now, consistently, it's still a bit excruciating. However, since I've been doing it for so long, I understand what it gives me. And I understand the visions and sight that I get from it. And that I've only gotten through patience. And abundantly being like, this doesn't have to be rushed. This isn't something I need now. It's just something I have to give every now and then because I have the ability to do so. Be thankful and grateful for what you have, and be thankful and grateful for what you do. And that's really it. That's really it. That's as far as I can expand on it without circulating back to my beginning. I want to thank you guys again for watching this, if anyone watches, and I truly do hope that you have a great time with who you are, and smile more, and accept the lessons that come with every single moment that you give, every single moment that you experience. Be more mindful and loving of everything. Thank you.